Everyone, welcome to my Tune In Tuesday series. This is my second video in the series. Today's topic is insomnia. It's a great topic to follow my previous talk on anxiety and stress because it builds upon the information that I presented already. I originally planned on doing these Tuesday tune-in talks and following Sunday sonic support every week. But the production has been too involved to do that, so my plan is to now publish them every other week. So my apologies for those who showed up last Tuesday and who missed me. We'll see you again in 2 weeks. So insomnia can be related to a medical condition, a trauma, or due to side effects from ingesting substances such as caffeine, food, medication, etc. However, very often insomnia is related to high levels of stress and anxiety. So in this way, these first two talks go hand in hand. In today's video, I will include a general introduction about insomnia and then speak about how sacred sound can help improve the quality of our sleep in general. I have had very positive first-hand experiences with my clients, and I'll give you a couple of examples of that. I'll also share with you today a little bit about how this works and give you a couple of options for sonic support when it comes to insomnia. I'll talk about binaural beats and music tuned to 432 Hertz. I have a great resource that I would like to present to you that you will hopefully find connects the dots to the potential source of your insomnia. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Kathryn Wiese. I'm a sacred sound vibrational therapist, a classically trained musician, and certified music teacher with over 15 years of experience. I'm also an energy practitioner, certified and trained in several healing modalities. I have a passion for research and the science behind sound healing. My aim is to support people like you around the planet in living joyfully in wellness and optimal health. Before we dive in, let me preface this talk by saying that I am not a medical doctor and am not making any medical claims in this talk. I'm not intending to give you any medical advice or recommendations for you personally. Those decisions are your own, based on what you feel is right for you, and are made according to your health care needs and what's recommended by the healthcare professionals with whom you consult. I'm only sharing information today that I've gained through my personal experience, my studies and research, and let me know where you're tuning in from in the comments section, and hit that little heart if you can hear me loud and clear. So I mentioned in the intro that I have had testimonials from participants in both my larger group sessions and private sessions, sharing that their sleep improved after attending one of my sound baths. I had an Indonesian colleague here in Bali attend one of my group sessions. He was new to sound healing, but was curious and open to experiencing it for the first time. He didn't know what to expect or what the results would be for him. He shared with me a few days following the experience that prior to the session, he had chronic sleep issues. He had trouble falling asleep before 4 a.m. and would barely get 2 hours of sleep. each night before having to get up for work again at 6 a.m. He was suffering and struggling to function with very little sleep night after night. So after attending only that one sacred sound bath, his sleep pattern was reset, and he was able to fall asleep around midnight that night and sleep deeply throughout the night. This remained the case for him over the long term. So this sacred sound experience dramatically improved his life. It was a game changer. Another client shared with me that there was a 60% improvement in his sleep after one sacred sound bath session. He not only experienced the benefits of better quality sleep, but the session helped change the way he handled stress and situations that had been before very emotionally triggering. He became more calm, cool, and collected in confronting situations as a result. Often we forget just how important a good night's sleep is. It's critical for how we function. How we handle challenging situations and our body's ability to cope with daily stress. It's key to a balanced body, mind, and spirit. And I'm sure you know that. Our immune system will not function properly without receiving adequate sleep. For most human beings, our ability to think and communicate, to show up, to perform at our best, all depends on being able to sleep and recharge at night. When we are harmonized, we are healthier. Our body is in homeostasis. This balance and harmony includes our ability to fall asleep and get quality Z's. When we are agitated due to stress or stuck in beta brainwave with our mind active and thinking, we are unable to settle down and relax and fall asleep. And being relaxed and having a calm mind is key to falling asleep. Hey, Allison. Welcome. A body that is in a parasympathetic state is relaxed, and the body's attention is no longer focused on running away from the lion, as it simulates when we are in the sympathetic fight or flight state. Modern life is extremely stressful, and we are often in that heightened sympathetic state without even realizing it. We don't have to be actually running from a lion to experience fight or flight. Did you know that the body can't detect the difference between intense stress and actual danger? The body responds in the same way regardless. If the stressor is a lion or a physical or mental stressor, it doesn't matter. Less important functions of the body's biological systems are suppressed in those moments in order for the most important faculties to have enough energy to deal with the urgent, stressful stimulus. Adrenaline hormones, also known as epinephrine, are released by the adrenals and sent rushing through the body, surging through our limbs to help us get the heck out of there. Okay, maybe there's no actual lion, and the intense stress is because we can't pay our rent, for example. Or maybe we had to close down our business and now we're behind on our car payments too. And the list goes on. Still the body is like, go, go, go. Get away from all of those lions. And it's like there's an entire pack of lions now constantly in our awareness stalking us. Remaining in this anxious and stressful state for a long period of time takes its toll on the body systems. Our ability to reason becomes adversely affected. We become exhausted and drained, and strained, and the stress compounds due to that underlying stress that remains. If it doesn't keep us up at night, it makes our quality of sleep poor, and we can feel very agitated and restless during the night because of it. This anxiety and stress can sometimes be barely noticeable and in the background. Often we get so used to being in this state, it feels normal. Let me know if that's the situation with you. We may not even realize that it's there, present in our body, until we feel it release in a sound bath, for example. So how does this sacred sound help insomnia? We can use sacred sound to help shift us out of that stressful state and calm our system down so that we can fall asleep. We can utilize sound baths, which practically instantly bring us into a more relaxed and meditative state. Many studies have been done showing that meditative states have alleviated or reversed many disorders, including insomnia. If you're someone, though, who has difficulty meditating, then I highly recommend listening to one of my recordings to help bring you into a meditative state without any substantial effort on your part. I'll add the links to the description of this video, and you can check those out if you feel drawn to that. The various combinations of harmonious vibrations respond to our vibratory makeup. Sound does this in a non-invasive way. Complex sounds with multiple frequencies and harmonic expressions of these sacred sound instruments are compatible with the complex vibrational makeup of the human body. Oh, I'm back. Okay. Yeah. Internet's unstable today. Sorry about that. So I was talking about nitric oxide, and nitric oxide is the body's natural muscle relaxant. Nitric oxide is the messenger molecule which helps put us in that calm parasympathetic state. Humming and other types of toning using our voice help support the body's natural ability to regulate sleep through the release of nitric oxide. The second naturally occurring hormone that regulates our sleep is melatonin. And when our heart rate, respiration, and brain waves slow down, melatonin is released, which helps us align with our circadian rhythms, our natural sleep cycles. Melatonin is supportive of our ability to sleep deeply. In addition, the body naturally produces serotonin, which helps regulate many body functions, including quality of sleep. The body actually needs the feel-good hormone, that feel-good chemical, serotonin, to make melatonin. If we are stressed and anxious, our serotonin levels are low, and consequently our melatonin production is affected. It is said that when our brain is in a meditative, calm alpha state, neurotransmitters such as serotonin are released, further relaxing us and counteracting anxiety and stress. Sacred sound can almost instantly shift us into an alpha brainwave state. This is one of the reasons why sacred sound is so powerful. We can listen to sacred sound and remain in the slower, more relaxed brainwave states, and then our body can do electrically, hormonally, chemically what it needs to do to support our sleep. The goal being to drop us into the slowest delta range, where deep sleep and restoration can occur. This is where our natural healing processes and regeneration kick in, and our immune system is at full power, working to keep us healthy. So you may be asking, what are some ways to sonically encourage sleep? We can choose music or sacred sound to help us fall asleep according to how it affects us physiologically. In general, we don't want to try to fall asleep with up-tempo music with a beat that increases our heart rate and respiration, consequently encouraging movement or activity. However, this is not a one-size-fits-all approach. Some people actually need fast music to first hook them in and match their mood, and then gradually slow it down. This is called the ISO principle. It was a term that was coined by a music therapist in the 1940s. So slow tempo music will support the slowing down of our body systems and help us unwind and shift into a restful brainwave state. Low vibrational sounding frequencies are grounding and relaxing to the soul, supporting sleep and a restful state. So those are beneficial too. In my talk about anxiety and stress, I mentioned the frequency of 528 and how it helps us relax and bring us to the space of love and comfort. Therefore, the 528 tuning is also helpful for counteracting insomnia by helping us relax and preparing our body systems for sleep as well. In addition, those with insomnia experienced relief from listening to music tuned to 432 hertz. In my research, I came across a study of music and its effect on sleep when tuned to 432 hertz versus music tuned to the standard 440 hertz. According to their findings, stress levels decreased slightly for both music tunings, and for sleep scores, they improved significantly. But for music tuned to 432 hertz, you can find an abundance of calm ambient music tuned to 432 on YouTube these days. I would recommend giving it a try. I will include the link to that scientific study I mentioned in the description of this video in case you're interested in taking a closer look at that. Another musical option before bed is to listen to music with binaural beats that entrain our brain waves to wave frequencies that support relaxation and sleep. That would be in the alpha, theta, and delta range. Binaural beat recordings can also be found in abundance on the internet. Binaural beats are produced when two different yet relatively close frequencies are played simultaneously, and thereby creating a third frequency sounding like a pulsating beat that directly stimulates the brain. When producing binaural beat recordings, they direct one frequency to the right channel for your right ear and the other frequency to the left channel for your left ear. And let's say that there's like 104 hertz being played in one ear and 100 hertz being played in the other ear. The third frequency that's produced, and it's the difference of the two frequencies, this third frequency, in this case, in this example, is 4 hertz, is recognized by the brain and therefore stimulates the brain. What happens is the brain waves sync up through entrainment. They shift into delta and help induce deep sleep. One of Soundhealing's fundamental relationships with us as listeners is by affecting our brainwaves. Through entrainment with the instruments we can influence the brain wave state, which in turn sets the stage for other shifts that can happen with the body. When we have the influence of a dominant, sustained sound source, it can draw us into a rhythmic pulse that is steady, and when we synchronize with it, when we lock phase with it, we can align with brainwave states that bring coherence between the brain and the heart and the breathing and so on. Through sacred sound, we can address the root cause of insomnia. I had mentioned in my introduction that insomnia can be connected to several factors or causes. As we wrap up this talk, I'd like to share with you a resource that you may find enlightening with regards to the cause of insomnia for you. I've found it to be such a valuable reference for myself and in my work. And sometimes our inability to sleep is connected to conflicted emotional states, thoughts, or conditions, which is what this book dives into. Now, you may find that not everything that this author describes fits exactly to your personal experience, and that only some of it resonates with you, and that's okay. And it's often the case. I have found that there's always something that resonates with my personal experience. So once there's awareness about a condition, it can shift. And in quantum science, the field changes the moment you are aware of something. So I know it's probably, I don't even know if it's reversed on your screen, but this is the book. The book is entitled The Complete Dictionary of Ailments and Diseases by Jacques Martel. It's a comprehensive dictionary dealing with the conflicted thoughts, feelings, and emotions at the root of illness. He's French-Canadian, so the original is in French, but I have the English translated version. So I'd like to share with you what he writes about insomnia. And so this is what he says. So he says, insomnia, the incapacity for sleeping, corresponds to a deep fear of abandoning myself and letting go. I feel insecure and I want to exercise control over everything that goes on in my life. When I sleep, however, my mental faculties sleep also, for my senses are more alert and open to the unknown. That is why, by keeping my mind busy with all sorts of ideas and situations, even fictional ones that I invent, I prevent sleep from overtaking me. My life is tinged with anguish and guilt, even sometimes with a little paranoia. I have the impression that a person in my entourage is malevolent toward me, so I feel I must be constantly vigilant. I sense a danger during the night which prevents me from finding sleep. I often feel that I am not all right. This may result from a feeling that my ego or my survival was previously threatened in some way, which is understandable if I experience any deep traumas, especially between the ages of 3 and 5. Chances are that I feel extreme nervousness and that I find it difficult to take a position and make decisions. When I go to bed, there's only me with myself. I no longer have any children, a spouse, or work colleagues. I am cut off from the outside world, and I hear only what is inside of me. If I am experiencing insomnia, if I deny my inner sounds and what is going on inside of me, and which I am preventing myself from expressing outwardly, then my mental activity and my conversation with myself can't stop, and I thereby make sleep escape me. by asking myself too many questions and incessantly questioning myself about, and if I'd done this or said that, what happens if I thus manifest my lack of trust in myself and in others? I live in a torment instead of living in confidence I deserve, trusting that the best will happen to me. It is also as though I were dying each time I fall asleep, which awakens fears about the unknown in the night. Insomnia can be strongly related to conscious or unconscious guilt. For one reason or the other, I may feel that I don't deserve to rest. It may be because I feel guilty of not succeeding in life, of not doing everything I should for my children, etc. I may also have programmed myself to think that sleeping is a waste of time. I have so many things to do. The thymus gland is closely related to sleep and thereby the energy of the heart. Insomnia can thus also be related to my capacity for loving myself and for trusting in love and thereby in life itself. So you can say to yourself as kind of like a affirmation, I accept to relax, to breathe easier, to release control and find peace of mind in order to allow sleep to take place in my life. So that's a really powerful one. I learn to trust myself, and I know that the earth will continue to spin even if I allow myself some moments of rest. I let go knowing that I am fully guided and that my inner voice knows what's good for me. I hope you found something in that text that you can relate to and points you in the direction of what may be at the root cause of your insomnia. So to sum it up, we can utilize sacred sound to bring all the various subsystems of the body, mind and spirit back into balance. And gongs and singing bowls not only induce holistic harmonic resonance within the body, but also within the bioenergetic field surrounding the body. These instruments work on us in a holistic manner, meaning addressing the whole, the complete being. The effect of sound addresses our sleep issues in a multidimensional, multifaceted way. So hopefully through this tune-in talk, you have a little better understanding of how sacred sound can support your body and bring about the quality of sleep that you're seeking. Try listening to binaural beats and music tuned to 432 before bed, and continue humming for that calming response and nitric oxide release. And check out some of my recordings on SoundCloud or YouTube. If you have enjoyed this talk, please like, follow, and subscribe. If you're interested in learning more about sound healing or in receiving a more personalized experience with sound, you can write to me directly. I also invite you to come back to this space this Sunday, as I will be publishing a sacred sound bath recording with the intention of providing support and relief for insomnia. The video recording will include an introduction and recommendations about how to best experience the sound bath, and following that will be approximately 30 to 40 minutes of pure sacred sound played with the intention of addressing insomnia and getting you back in balance so that you can experience high quality deep sleep. Feel free to leave comments or questions about this Tune In Tuesday talk, and I will respond to you in the next few days. I look forward to reading your feedback, and hopefully I brought you some information that is of value to you. Of course, you're welcome to share this video with a friend or a loved one who may benefit from this. And I wish you all a beautiful day ahead, or evening, depending on where you are in the world. And thank you so much for watching until the end, and I look forward to playing for you on Sunday. Bye for now.